Good morning, respected Principal Ma'am, HOD Sir, and all other teachers. Today, the topic of my video presentation is Muslim or the Medieval Education. This period covers a system of education in India from about 10th century AD to the middle of 18th century AD, that is, before the British rule. Medieval period witnessed a radical transformation in Indian subcontinent. The system of education was in control of ulema who favored curriculum laid by Akbar. The main objectives of Muslim or the medieval education were as follows. First, acquisition of knowledge. Second, propagation of Islam. Third, Muslim social, moral and material progress. Fourth, organization of political systems. Fifth, preservation and spread of Muslim culture. The nature or the characteristics of Muslim education period. The various characteristics of Muslim education period are listed as follows. First, patronage of rules. Second, non-state control. Third, religion-dominated education. Fourth, countryside as a center of education. Fifth, provision of various disciplines. Sixth, norms of conduct. Seventh, teacher-pupil relationship. Eighth, learned teachers. Ninth, individualized instructions. 10th, monitorial system. 11th, vocational education. 12th, discipline. And 13th, types of institutions. Various provisions of education during the Muslim period. The various provisions of Muslim period were as follows. First, institution of primary education. Second, financing of maktabas. Third, management of maktabas. Fourth, curriculum. Fifth, language. Sixth, fees. Seventh, orphanages. Eighth, age of admission. Ninth, education of sons or nobles of rulers. 10th, widespread maktabas. Teaching and the learning centers. Muslim education institutions were divided mainly into two stages. Muslim education institution. First were the maktabas and second were the madrasas. The meaning of maktabas here is primary grade education and the meaning of madrasas is higher grade education. Maktabas were further divided into following groups. They were as follows. First, books. Second, Qurans. Third, stress on calligraphy. Fourth, teaching of grammar. Fifth, religious infrastructure. And sixth, Poras. Teaching and the learning centers. The various teaching and the learning centers were in Jaunpur, Bidar, Ajmer, Agra and Delhi. Now, we will be discussing about some of the merits of the Muslim education system. The various merits were as follows. First, state patronage of education. Second, organization of free education. Third, emphasis on development of knowledge. Fourth, education of the history writing. Fifth, development of the monitorial system. Sixth, separate arrangements of the primary and the secondary education. And seventh were beginning of scholarships. Now, with merits always comes some of the demerits. The various demerits of the Muslim system of education were as follows. First, discrimination of economic assistance. Second, attack on contemporary Indian education. Third, repressive discipline. Fourth, negligence of the women education. Fifth, emphasis on rote learning. Sixth, foreign language as a medium of education. And seventh is disregard to the Indian language, literature, culture and religion. Thank you.